This book, Holy Incoming, is holy book used by African traditional religion, otherwise known as Ghanaian religion. And before I forget, Ghanaian religion is everywhere. Most cities, some cities in Nigeria, especially in Igbo land. Yes, even in Lagos we have branches, Maza Maza and Olile. We have in Abuja Jabi, we have in Aba, Ekotebede, 127 Ekotebede Road, Wahil Aba. I think we have in many places. We have in Imo, we have in Anambra, many places. We have in Nnewi, we have in Orifite, we have in Osobro, we have in Inihala, we have in Ekwe, we have in Amosare, we have in Aba, we have many places. Yes. We have in Oboduku, we have in Ibuku, we have in Kulobia, we have many. Just make a inquiry. Man, before I come on you. But I don't want to start quoting those Nkomi for you. You know why? But I just want to introduce the book for you. If you really want to understand how things work in Igbo spirituality, you have to go and look for this book called Holy Incoming. Yes. If you need it, maybe I will give you contact persons you can get. Or you can even chat me on WhatsApp. I will help you to get one. Yes. So, but for meantime, as for the fact that you have not read Nkomi, so if I'm quoting Nkomi for you, you will not understand. So that is the reason why I'm using the Bible. Yes, that book you believe in, to teach you. Because what you don't know, it remains a mystery to you. That is the reason. I'm not using Bible because Bible is more spiritual than other holy books. No. But I'm using it because I want to use what you know to teach you what you don't know. Yes. Because I understand that 80% of my audience have read Bible or come across Bible directly or indirectly. So our center topic today will rely solely on Exodus 25, 18 to 22. But before we do this, let me explain something to you. Family spirit and alignment, and the importance of keeping agreements. Before the arrival of the foreigners, the whites, Ndanyare, in Africa, Africa knows God, the creator of the whole universe. Chukwu, we know him. Before they came, we have already living our life, high moral values, keeping the laws. Yes, natural laws. We are keeping it. We have also in Igbo spirituality. We name our children with God's name, even our towns. Like those olden days, we have Umuchukwu, the children of Chukwu, to show you that the foreigners are not the people that brought Chukwu to us. Rather, they came here with their intention, design to reap us. The foreigners did not come to our land to teach us anything new. Their primary intention is to reap us, to take what rightly belongs to us. So, all they are taking from our land, they ship it back to their country of origin. So, the purpose of coming is not for our own well-being. Just know this one and know peace. They have their own intention designed, how they want to enslave us. So they came with their Marshall plan. And one of the reasons is to blackmail us, to make our own way of worship look inferior, in order to introduce theirs. That one they introduce is not even what they believe in, but to ensure that we remain slaves. Example, they preach to people, our people, to start running heavy race. Yes, start looking for heaven, unknown place. Then, why they are busy building their own heaven here on earth? Lots of lies was told against our spirituality. So before they came, our forefathers knows God and believe in Him and worship only God. What actually happened is that before they came, our forefathers made altars, starting from their various homes to the village altars and to town altars. So what are the purpose of those altars? Those altars is where they install, they call upon the entities of powers and guardian angel, and gave them a place as an altar in the name of Chukwu Okike Pụrụ Ime Ihe Niile. Like I told you in my previous lectures, that those entities of powers, those altars, those elemental beings, those deities, those shrines can never work without the power of Chukwu Okike. Without the power of the unmovable mover, the supreme being, the Almighty. The Almighty Father exercise and energize, radiate His power using those altars as a stepping stone, as a platform. God Almighty Father, Chukwu Okike, radiate His powers upon His creatures using those various altars. That is what I want to tell you. And I want to tell you that there is this, the angels of God, Chukwu Okike, the angels of Almighty Father, Chukwu Okike. Those angels of Chukwu Okike, the English people has name for it. I remember those days we are in the church. They will tell you about the 9 choirs of angels, the archangels, the thrones, the seraphim, the 24 elders, the principalities, the powers, the queens of heaven, etc. Then, in Igbo spirituality, we have it because every race worship God, Almighty, the Supreme Head. In Igbo spirituality, we call Him Chukwu. So, in every race of the world, they worship the Supreme Head that we call Chukwu in Igbo spirituality. All power belongs to Him. So, every race have a way of worshiping this Chukwu. So, but when they came, they decided to tell us that we are not worshiping Chukwu. They demonize our way of worship in order to coerce us, in order to superimpose their way of life and their wish upon our lives, just to humiliate us, not the fact that they have good intention for our own well-being. No. The primary purpose of them coming to Africa is to take what rightly belongs to us, the natural resources that belongs to us. So don't see them that these people came for our own well-being. No. Their primary purpose is our resources. Minus our resources, they don't care about us. Minus our resources, they don't care about us. There is this discussion I had with a friend of mine who happens to be an engineer with central government of India. That was in the year 2003. As I was having chats with this my friend, he told me that there is something that is really baffling him. He has 2 children. He told me that he noticed something in their place olden days, that they used to give birth to multiple children. But he has begun to think that these foreigners that used to give them some free medication, free medicine in form of ogumbochi, that he has beginning to question them. I'm just telling you the discussion I had with a friend back then. But he told me that he noticed that Africans bear more children. That a mother can give birth up to 6, 7, 8, even 10. But in their land, that is not possible. In their land, that is not possible. That he doesn't know whether is it because of this free immunization, injections that free donors normally give to them, or because of diet or what have you, that really make it impossible for them to give birth the way we used to give in Africa. So, but what he told me is a take-home lesson for me. I will advise our leaders to actually look deep, to be sure that all these free medications, free immunizations, and free food like GMO foods and rest of them that we normally receive freely from these Anyari people are not compromised. As you remember, is an alleged, are not compromised or targeted at are targeted as birth control. Let me put it this way. That is for our leaders to think deep. That is why they are there. So what I'm telling you is that these Oyibo people, these Anyari people, they don't love us. So for you thinking that they brought religion for our own good is not true. Their purpose of bringing this division is to just to enslave us. Before they came, we already know God. We already know Chukwu, the Almighty being. We know Him. So there is no purpose of them coming again to teach us about how to worship Chukwu, because we already know Him before they came. Are you following? But they did that in order to blackmail us, to call us names, because they have intention of enslaving us. So wise up now as you are hearing my voice. Look, the lots of lies was told against our families that made most families to start throwing away, destroying their altars, and today what they throw away has come back to haunt them. My family is a living witness. Like I normally tell you the story of what happened in my own family. My own grandfather was a rich man. You know, in olden days, there's a way they mention rich man. He is an also title man, an up one tapper, and the herbalist. So he has money. Because I remember that Many people loaned money from him and gave him land in exchange. You know, those days they don't sell land. What people normally do is that if they need money, they come to your house and they plead with you to give them some certain amount of money. Why in exchange they will give you their parcel of land. Whenever they pay back, they take the land back. So my grandfather has many lands he has through this kind of bargain. So in olden days rating, he was a rich man. So what am I saying? But before he passed on, he handed my late father the staff of authority of the family, call of four. Let me tell you what you don't know. Our people have been brainwashed to the extent that people don't appreciate what they have again. Let me give you an example. You see the Psalms you are reading in the Bible. A spoken words, declaration made by David, another person's ancestor. But you celebrate that Psalms. You go to visit a man of God, your pastor, he give you Psalm, go and read Psalm 35, go and read Psalm 21, you'll be going home joyfully. But I can tell you, that Psalm 35 is declaration David made against his enemies. Fight by battle. Nuso ha ọgụ ndị na-alụso m ọgụ, buso ha bụ ndị na-ebuso m agha. Ihe a bụ okwu dịkwa ka okwu nna nna gị ha na-ekwu. Chukwu okike, onye ọbụla sị na ihe ọma ga-emere anyị, ihe ọma emekwanara onye anwa isi ise. Onye ọbụla sị na ya ma dị ndụ, onye a were anazere mmiri asị ise. There's no difference between both declarations. But because you are brainwashed, you value declaration made by a white man, David, in the Bible, and neglect the one your own ancestors made. So what I'm telling you is that to appreciate what your ancestors did for your own benefit. So these people came and they demonized our world system of worship. But I can tell you, those system of worship established in your own family is not evil at all. Those system of worship established in your own family is not the reason why you are suffering. It's not in reason why your family is going backwards. It's not true. The reason why your family is going backwards is as a result of not doing the right thing, or because of lack of vision and knowledge. And I'm here today to share knowledge with you. So if you pay attention and receive this knowledge I'm trying to pass to you, apply it, you begin to see changes in your life and in your own family. Now, I want to tell you that God Almighty use various altars to dispense His grace, to radiate His grace upon His people. That does not mean that we are worshiping those altars. That does not mean that we worship those images, those carved images. Therein, no. Those carved images is a symbol just for our mind to be arranged, focused, for us to remain focused because of the way human mind is wired. So for that reason, we need those features in order to arrange our mind and remain focused. So listen now, we read Bible, Exodus 25, 18 to 22. Please read it louder.
Exodus 25, 18 to 22. Read. And thou shalt make 2 cherubim of gold, of beaten work shalt thou make them, in the 2 ends of the mercy seat. Verse 19. And make 1 cherub on the one end, and the other on the other end. Even of the mercy seat shall ye make the cherub of the 2 ends thereof. Verse 20. And the 2 cherubim shall stretch forth their wings on high, covering the mercy seat with their wings, and their faces shall look shall face each other. Towards the mercy seat shall their faces of the cherubim be. Verse 21. And thou shalt put the mercy seat above upon the ark, and in the ark shalt thou put the testimony that I shall give thee. 22. And there I will meet with thee, and I will come in with thee from above the mercy seat, from between the two cherubim which are upon the ark of the testimony, of all things which I will give thee in commandment unto the children of Israel.
Yes, you had the message from Bible. Let me tell you that for people that are always accusing we Africans of worshiping idol, you have been deceived because you don't understand how things work. Chukwu Okike instructed that two cherubims, because there are now two, to be molded. It's like you see some people, they mold something like an angel or whatever they mold, that the two of them should face each other. Is like Ogugunudo, male and female, facing each other. Waha Kagesi will build here. Waho Sigarden here. Why do you wood here? The 10 Commandments, the testimony. Lord, I did here. Then, on your battalion, if and everyone about to the altar, there must be the law guiding that altar. On your battalion, if and everyone and I have to do more, what to do more. Now, we that altar, Chukwu was telling them what and what will be there. Remember, he told them that molded something like a mama, Nabugadia, facing each other. In Igbo spirituality, we call it Ogugu and Udo, facing each other, so that him, the spirit being Chukwu Okike, we use it as a platform to radiate his grace, to shower blessings, God to communicate with his people. God, Chukwu Okike instructed that. Like I explained in my previous lecture, that no human being will ever withstand the raw radiation of God Almighty direct. That all this altar is a step down of God's grace and power, so that from there, while the power is stepped down, those entities of powers will be radiating that grace to Muchuku, to the children of Almighty. That is the purpose. That does not mean that we are worshiping those altars. That installation of those altars is a way, because you must have something. You can never build something on nothing. You must anchor the power of Chukwu to those altars. Those altars includes Eze-Ana, where he installed the family altar, installation of the Obindi chair, the altars of the saints. You anchored like Okumo, Okwarosi shrine deities. Here, where you anchor the entities of powers. Chukwu radiate his powers using these altars as a platform to dwell in the midst of his people, so that he will be closer to his people, so that he will be blessing them using that platform. That is the primary purpose why our forefather thought it wise to build those altars in our various homes, starting from the family altar to the Omunna, the village altar, and to the town altar. But today I want to focus on the family altar. Let me tell you, during the time of your forefathers, they are very honest, because our people are people that worship God. We Africans are choosing people of God. So our forefathers understand the importance of building those God's altar in their various homes. That is why your grandfather installed the altars of God Almighty in his house. He can call it Ebadon Anangu. He can call it Obindi Chair. But the primary purpose is to build an altar, an anchor place, so that it will be easier to receive Chukwu Okike's blessing upon the family. But the white people, the Ajani people, came and deceived you, deceived your father, deceived us, and began to blackmail those natural altars built by our forefathers in order to have the presence of God in our various families. That is the altar your family, you people destroyed. You went and brought an Ofeke person in the name of always no. The person comes, he will start sprinkling water, salt, oil, and rest of them, and begin to ask you people, since you people don't want all this altar, that he will destroy it. That pastor you are calling don't have any power to take away any ancestral altar in your home. Let me open your eye. Let me tell you what the pastor does. The pastor will say, hope you people are no longer interested in these altars. You say yes. He will begin to sprinkle salt, oil, and the waters. After that, he will now ask you people to start packing it out. The pastor or the so-called man of God is using your brain. I'm into spirituality. I will tell you what he does. What he's doing is that he will come and ask you people, you people, you don't want this altar? He say yes. He will, after sprinkling all those things, he will ask you people to start taking them away. The spirits of the ancestors that your forefathers, those altar, those spirits that your ancestors installed, does not know that particular stranger you invited to your house, and they will not do them anything. You know why? Because you, the son of the soil, you are the one that brought that person. You are the one that invited the person. You are the one that gave the person audacity to near those sacred altars. So it's you that permitted that stranger that they would dealt with, not the stranger. And let me tell you what you don't know. The strangers, as they are going, they will use egg to remove every negativity and run it over their head and said, what they don't know, we don't know them all. They don't know. Some of these pastors you see, if they go, they will bat thoroughly. I don't want to start mentioning what they are using, saying that whatever they don't know will never be their portion. Whatever you people have committed will be with you people. He will go home. He have already eaten your money. What I can tell you is that it can never affect him, because you people invited the person, and he will ask you people, hope all of you are no longer interested in this altar. You say yes. He have already used your brain. And I can tell you, the spirit of your ancestors will never fight them, because you are the one that gave them the authority to commit that dastardly act and the abominable act in your family. Are you following? That's exactly what happened. So you that destroy it will bear the consequence. Do you know that whenever you destroy that altar, the good wishes the good longing, the good covenant, the good agreement reached by with your forefathers, with the gods and the entities of powers is gone. You throw it away. Let me paint a picture for you. If you happen to be a son to the richest man in Nigeria, Alhaji Aliko Dangote, I just want to use it to paint a picture. And you are the next CEO. You are the one that will replace him after he must have finished his earthly life. And remember, the Dangote group entered into agreement willingly with partners, shareholders, the banks, and associates. And every year, annually, the gains and benefits will be shared equally to all the partners. You now, the new CEO, you came on board and made it clear to everybody that you are not interested whatsoever to pay any dividends or any gain, any whatever to any third party. That everything is you that determines what. I can tell you what will happen. Some of these partners and shareholders will start warning you, sending warning letter to you to tell you the implication of what you are about to happen, what will about to happen to you or the company. If you refuse, what will follow is litigation, lawsuits. I can tell you with that, the company will just collapse eventually. Then who did that? The company collapsed as a result of negligence. You refuse to abide by the agreement entered by your father. That is exactly what is happening to your family now. Your forefathers are wise. Remember, they are not into negative or whatever we are doing now. All your fathers did is for the well-being of the family. What they are interested in, Hannah Agoji, Hannah say, let my family be great. Let my children be greater than me. It's only your father that will use cola to pray that you will be greater than him. No human being will say that prayer. Even your pastor. Your pastor will never pray for you to be greater than him. It's only your father that will love you to that extent, selflessly. So your fathers, they prayed that whatever good that is happening in another family will happen in his own family. His good longing, his good intentions towards his own family. When he passed on, all this longing, this offer you uses as a staff authority to declare that declaration by hitting the offer on the ground for the entities of the powers from the high up and down to bear witness that this is what it was agreed on. You bastardize everything, but you throw everything out. Don't you know that whenever you destroy the altar, you throw away all those sacred things? What it simply means that you have already thrown away the agreement, all the good wishes of the ancestors. You have destroyed all of them. That is just what you did. So, what do you think that will happen to you when you destroy the original agreement entered in good faith by ancestors for the benefit of the family? You have murdered peace. So, why you are suffering is because of that disagreement, what you destroyed. And that what you destroyed is what would have benefited you, because your ancestors hasn't planned so much goodies for his children. But that upcoming children, what did they do? Out of ignorance, they bastardize everything by throwing everything to the mud. Then how do you expect to benefit from the heavily investment that your forefathers did? Those covenants entered in good faith by your ancestors with the entities of powers, that his children must be blessed. Once you throw away that, you have bastardized everything. That's why I'm telling people, educate your children to understand the implication of destroying those sacred agreements entered with good faith. So once you destroy it, you have destroyed your future. So the problem is that if your family has in any way destroyed the family covenant and the agreement entered in good faith with the gods of the land, please holy and face it back. It happens in my lineage. And me, on my own, I ran and built another one for my ancestors. And like as we agreed, since that time I built that Obi for them, they have been blessing me and I have been moving from strength to strength. So whenever you destroy that covenant agreement, you will have issues. You must align yourself with the ancestral forces. You can never succeed without them. They know the road. They are the pathfinders. They are seeing what you cannot see. So you need them so that they will be the mouthpiece, your mouthpiece in the word of the spirits. Because before anything that will happen in these gross materials, it must take on form in the spiritual realm. They discussed about it and debate it. Let me use National Assembly for example. Before they will pass any law, before they will sign any document that will be of great benefit to the citizens of this country, they will debate it in the house and pass it. The same thing that is what is happening in your own family. Before goodies will come to your family, the ancestors, the Ndiche, the decision makers in the world of spirit will discuss the terms and conditions and how beneficial the thing will be for your own family and pass it before the thing will come to the world of manifestation. It will begin to manifest in your life. You will be seeing it. But if you have already destroyed your ancestors, you destroy the family altars, you don't have any regard to your ancestors, you make them inactive. If there is any sharing dividends, they are sharing in the world of the spirit in your own town, in your own village, none of your ancestors will be proud of you. You have already shot yourself in the leg because your ancestors will not be there to defend their family, to say, no, my children, they are worthy children. I'm proud of them. But if you make peace with your ancestors, believe in me, they will be there. In the world of spirit, they will be there and they fight for your own share, for your family share. They will say, oh, this is my children in whom I'm well placed. I need their own share. Your ancestors will help you, be your third eyes in the world of spirit. They will bring in your own share, the family share. He will always, that prayer he said when he was alive. Let the goodies that is happening in another family happen in my own family. What do you do? When your ancestors is no more, your forefather is no more, even the prayers, the good intentions he had for the family, you throw it to the board. The man will be ashamed of you. The man will be covering himself in shame. Look at what my own family did to me. You don't even recognize your ancestors. How do you expect that your ancestors to be your mouthpiece in the word of the spirit? You threw away the blessings, the good intentions, the noble intentions by your ancestors. Now, how do you expect them to bless you? Tomorrow you will be blaming anybody. You will be saying it's Amadi or it will blame is Judo. Is blaming you. But you are the one, you are the one that threw away the original agreement, entered in good faith for the benefit of your family. So begin today to make peace with those entities of powers, those altars. If your family have spoiled it, make sure you restore it. If you are not the first son, or the responsibility is not in your hands to restore it, then find a way of making peace with them outside their home. You can summon them via the son and they make peace. Align yourself with them. Do the appeasement. Believe in me, if they have forgiven you, they will sin no more. You will see how they will be blessing you. Let me give you an example. In my own father's, our Obi, we used to have an aquarium. Yeah. But the aquarium have been destroyed. What did I do? In my own place, it's not in my powers, because I'm not the ones living in the Obi. Yes. So it's not in my powers to build another aquarium over there. So what am I doing? In my own house, in my own capacity, I will summon an aquarium. For from my own little way, appease him, appease Aquari, for my own good. And it's benefiting me. So even if you are not the priest of the house, maybe you are not the man of the house, the father, or you are not the first son, then from your own end, make peace with your own all those your spiritual forces. Allow the other people to suffer for their ignorance. So don't give excuses that your families, your father is not interested, your elder brother is not interested. You can actually do something by ensuring that you make peace with them on your own capacity, by recognizing them, by appeasing them, by telling them that look, you are not in support of all the badness done in your family, or all this abominable art in the sense, in the name of family liberation. You that have invited those claim to your family for family liberation. Some family have done it to once, two, twice, three, and many till now. Yet everything continue the way they are. Are you not seeing that what you are doing is not working? You can never win war against the spirits. Let me warn you. The spirit can never die. And I have challenged you, you that is destroying, that is refusing to make a peace, to make peace with the gods of your land, the gods, the ancestors of your family, you will lose the fight. I have challenged, if there is anybody that will give me a quotation where Jesus said spirit should die and spirit dies, I will give the person 1 million naira. It's nowhere. Now I'm asking you again for that, and that time. Who gave you the impetus? Who gave you the power? Who gave you the energize, as in the power to claim that you can kill the spirit, that they will die? I don't blame you. I was once brainwashed. Those times we will be claiming that we are standing upon the rock, Jesus upon the rock, and we destroy all the entities of powers, all the powers, we destroy them, we burn them in Jesus' mighty name. Okay? Nothing dying. No spirit, no single spirit is dying. You don't even have power to kill a spirit because you are human. Those spirits you are trying to kill, you don't have the power, because you cannot destroy what you cannot create in creation. You are not permitted. So you are just making noise. The heat that is coming out of all this kabashin is just for nothing. I can tell you. No human being has the power to kill spirits. So stop shouting, kill him. As I'm speaking now, someone is somewhere shouting, kabashin, sending fire, commanding that spirit dies. Spirits cannot die. What Jesus does, let me use that at a Greek story as a case study. What he does is to bargain. After bargaining, if he's to say the spirit should leave, he leave. If he's to do what we call Ebo, yes, he will do it. Like what he did in the Bible. We are told that he asked the spirit to enter the pigs. That is called Ebo. We do it in Igbo spirituality. I do it myself. We call it Igbo in Igbo spirituality. So there is what we normally do is that if there is a mad person, someone is mad, possessed by unclean spirit, what we do is that while consulting the Alpha, he asks them, what must I give you to leave this person? That this person is very important to his family. They will tell you the list. You offer it and give them. They will go. The person will be okay. We have been doing it traditional wise. You bargain, you can't kill spirits. So the earlier you understand that you can never kill spirits, the only thing you can do, if it's your unclean spirit, give them what they want, they will leave. If it's a good spirit, make them your friend. Believe in me, they will keep showering you with blessing upon blessings. Because as long as you are in this world, gross material, you can never do without their blessings and their grace, because they are in charge here. So what I'm telling you is that if you have contributed in any way in destroying your family altar, I will advise you to go and rebuild it. Make peace with your family entities, and it shall be well with you. What I'm telling you is that make peace today, and never you destroy any agreement you are not part of. You can't. So make peace and keep the agreement in your family. If there's any agreement entered in good faith with your forefathers, please maintain it. Now, if you are not interested, like I always say, even in my own obi, if any of my descendants is not interested in the blessings they are in, just look elsewhere. Look elsewhere, there's no problem. If for any reason now, a biological child of Dangote decide that he's not interested in daddy's wealth, no problem. He can walk away. So if there's any gain, he's not part of it. Are you following? Nobody will call police for you. Yes, if any child a child Dangote's child decide not to partake in daddy's wealth, no problem. The same thing is what I'm telling you. So if you are not interested to partake in the blessings that comes from their ancestors' agreement with the spirits, we'll just walk away. But don't go there and destroy any agreement because of Mpiawa's Brulana. Because they will do everything to you. So if you are not interested in anything, sacred altars in your family father's compound, we'll just walk away. You're okay. Just but know it that you will never receive blessings, their protection or whatever, all the goodies that follows them. No, you will not partake. So go and build your own empire. But you to go and break it, no. So what you need to be successful is one, make sure you build cordial relationship with your spiritual forces, your ancestral forces. Two, if there is other unclean spirit that is disturbing you, make peace with them, settle them so that they will go away. Then on your own, then work hard pace. Work hard pace. Then work hard, have your own vision, pursue your own vision, and work it out. You must work hard. The only thing the spirit can give you is to give you vision of what and what you can be doing in order to succeed. But working it out is your own duty. Let me conclude here. If for any reason there is this family spirit that is disturbing your own family, make haste to make peace with those family spirits and be at peace with them for your own benefit. If there is any agreement entered in good faith, that you know that in your family there is this aquarium over there, there is this obidia that you people will normally break cola for or offer sacrifice, please do it. But if you are not interested in the blessing comes from there, just walk away. Don't go and destroy. That is my humble admonition today. If you have any question to this lecture or you want consultation, send message to me 0805 78 I repeat 0805 78 37 672 or 0813 82 43 871 0813 82 43 871. See you tomorrow. Go get one Eziokwu.
Good day, my name is Chucks. If you're in need of building designs, we have years of experience helping people get the beauty of their dream house they have always wanted. Even if you have great fear of seeking for architect because of money, we can help. Don't put off getting your dream house that you deserve. So give us a WhatsApp chat via our Facebook page today at Fenwork Architecture. Fenwork Architecture gives you the best. Thank you.
Morning. Okay, my name is Mwachukwu Francis Chukwuemeke. I'm from Anambra State, Nigo, precisely. Okay, to start with, I would say thank you for using that word, beautiful. Those work we saw in Eziokwu TV, I'm the architect that designed them. I happen to be one of 3 executive directors in framework architecture. Framework architecture is a multidisciplinary integrated company that offers specialized and expert contracts and consultancy in area of architecture, civil engineering, project planning, interior designing. Okay, framework architecture was founded and began operating in 2010. The company is led by management team of 3 executive directors, and have assembled a group of experienced and professional technicians in both traditional and high technology. Thank you so much. Our mission is to provide a service to meet the challenges of building environments associated with the developing countries like Africa. We aim to provide a conducive and safety, affordable housing units. Okay, to reach us is so easy. We are everywhere here in Nigeria. Why I say that we are everywhere is that we go outside jobs. I mean, any place you call us, we are ready to be there and achieve your requirements. So for our contact number, you can reach us on our WhatsApp number 070 64 65 24 51. I repeat, 070 64 65 24 51. Or you can also contact us through our email address, frameworkarchitecture@gmail.com. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's my pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Viewers all over the world, as you all know, my name is Eze-Ana. If you have been following me on my social media teachings and propagation, I made some lectures in the past that the white people, they never love us, and they will never start today to love us. Even in the religious houses, you will see them treating us like garbage, to show us that their claim love that showing us is fake. What they are interested in us is what they will take from us. But genuine love, without fear of modern camera, knowing fully well that the international cameras are there taking them, they don't bloody care. How do you think that they will love us? I want you to watch this video and tell me what you think. That even in the religious house, they are treating us like this. Remember our own brother, Kadriarize, that's supposed to be at the seat of papacy. They push me away. Watch this video.